Hey guys, it's Megan and welcome to today's video. I'm so excited to share today's video because I love how it all turned out. It wasn't perfect, but it was as good as I could make it, and that is how I decorated for one of my best friend's baby showers. It was last week in Miami and I'm in Orlando if you don't know that, and the baby shower theme was a garden party, and I wasn't the actual host of it. I kind of co-hosted with it, but her other best friend actually put the shower on and I decorated for it and did the favors, and we kind of just worked as a team. So she handled getting the food and the drinks and stuff like that. So I went in my head like, what are things I can make on a budget, of course, that will look really cute and pretty for this DIY, for this baby shower. Again, it was a garden party theme, so I'm thinking greenery and flowers. I knew I wanted to use fresh flowers, but I obviously needed to put them in vases and things like that. So I, of course, went to Dollar Tree to find the different things that I could use to DIY. So I'm gonna share all of my DIYs with you and how I set everything up for the baby shower. Or it doesn't show me actually setting it up, but it shows the end result. So if you guys are excited and wanna see this, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love for you to subscribe now. Let's get into the DIYs I did and more about the baby shower. The first thing I knew I wanted to do to use to decorate this baby shower was to have some flowers everywhere. Fresh flowers preferably, but I also threw in a few faux flowers because fresh flowers can get super expensive, but I definitely wanted it to feel as much like a garden party feel as I could make it because I love a good theme, and that's such a pretty theme. So I knew I would need vases for the fresh flowers. I wanted something that would be simple, and I already have mason jars on hand. So I figured I want something to tie around it. At Dollar Tree, I went and searched all their baby shower goodies, and they have little pacifiers and rocking horses that have a top that you can put a string through. So I decided that I wanted to use those around all of the mason jars and put the fresh flowers in the mason jars and set those around. So I just used some twine or they call it jute I think, at Dollar Tree. It's all kind of the same. I took the little rocking horse and pacifier, I spray painted them gold. This was just a perfect little touch to hold the flowers and have something kind of babyish yet sophisticated, in my opinion, hanging off of it. So I loved how this turned out with the flowers. This was such an easy and inexpensive way to utilize some baby items without it being like over the top, and those were so they just looked a lot cheaper until I spray painted them. And once I spray painted them gold, it just made it look so much better looking. So you can take any of that stuff that's in the baby section, not any of it, but a lot of it, and you can spray paint it and make it fit more your theme and style. Another DIY that I did, I showed these blocks in one of my recent Dollar Tree hauls. I will insert a picture again, but they were like, again, in the baby baby shower section at Dollar Tree, and they are little plastic blocks, and it said, I think it has ABCs on it. I don't know where that stuff ended up. I don't know if it stayed in Miami or if I accidentally threw it away or my husband threw it away. I don't know, but I don't have it, but I will insert the pictures of what I'm talking about. And they were just like this pink plastic color. I spray painted those gold as well, and it just elevated the look of those so much. And I loved how that turned out as well. You could obviously use those blocks in different areas, but I just had it in that one area that I wanted to put it in my 3-tiered tray. The 3-tiered tray did not turn out how I completely wanted it. Again, I just ran out of time setting up. We literally had, I think, 2 hours to set everything up, and we have enough time to then film the setup before people came in. So it was just a little amount of time for how I usually decorate. I'm a much slower decorator, so I was a little bit stressed. I wanted it to come together so beautifully. She's such a wonderful friend, and her husband is such a wonderful friend to us, and I just wanted it to feel really magical and special, and everything wasn't perfect. I wish I would have done a little bit more, had a little bit more time to finish some things, but I think given the time that I had and my budget and all that, I still think and the fact that I had to travel from Orlando to Miami and I was going to be traveling the day of. So that morning we were going to leave because Nala, our bulldog, has cancer, and we just would rather not leave her overnight at this point. So we left super early in the morning and got there, and I knew I wasn't gonna have a ton of time to set up. And I typically decorate with no time constraint, basically. Like, I will put something, decorate an area, sit back, look at it, and see if I like it, and then rearrange things. And with a baby shower or, you know, a party like this, I'm not an event planner or an event decorator or whatever, so it's hard for me to do things in a short amount of time and pull it all together. So I did my best with all of this. One of my original thoughts of like a DIY that I could do to make it really feel like a garden party was to get those stakes that they sell at Dollar Tree, not an actual stake, but like that you stick in the ground, it has a little hook. And then I was going to hang a little lantern from them and kind of have those like lined and in different areas around the baby shower on the ground. But my God, I couldn't get it all together to pack all that in the car. My husband was like, you cannot do that. We do not have enough room in the car. It's too much. Look how jam-packed our car is. Oh my goodness, heading to Miami for a baby shower, and I'm decorating. Hey Lennon, hey. We're jam-packed. Hi Carlos, thanks for being the chauffeur while I finish DIY. But I guarantee you, if that would have been in Orlando and I would have had more than 2 hours, because that's the other thing, I would have run out of time to even set it up, because I had things that I wanted to use in the shower that were like partially done, but I needed to finish it when I was there, and I ran out of time to even finish those. I had the one thing with the hula hoop I was so excited about, and I tested it out in my house, but I had to use it with fresh flowers and stuff that day, and I just ran out of time to be able to finish it all off. So if I would have had a little bit more time, I would have gone even more, because I think that would have been so cute to have the little stakes in the ground with the mason jars. So if you are doing a garden party kind of theme for just a summer party or a baby shower or a bridal shower or anything like that, and you have, you know, some space, I think that would be a really cute idea, and you have some time obviously to set it up. That would be so cute. Another DIY that I did from Dollar Tree is I got their wood blocks. I will insert a picture of them because again, I've lost them, but I then spray painted them gold as well. And then I found stickers at Hobby Lobby. In retrospect, is that the right word? If I had to do it all over again, though, I wouldn't have painted the blocks gold. I would have painted the blocks white and then got gold lettering, a gold sticker letters to do on the blocks. I have horrible handwriting and I'm not good at stenciling, so that's why I did stickers. But obviously you could stencil on, write on the blocks and have them whatever color you wanted them. But I wish I would have had them white and done gold, but I did gold and had silver writing. But I just wrote her name, Amelia, on the little blocks and had them at the front table when you first arrive, her sonogram picture, and then on each side I had a baby picture of the parents to be. I'm sorry if you can hear my bulldog snoring in the background. She's got cancer. I'm not gonna wake her up. I'm gonna let her sleep, so I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much. And hopefully it's not too loud. What the blocks and the pictures are sitting on are actually a plastic placemat from Dollar Tree that I took some hot glue and glued down moss onto it. I used real moss because I just wanted it to feel real, and I knew I wasn't going to be using it for after that, but obviously you could use fake moss that they sell at Dollar Tree. It was just easier for me to get my hands on because I needed a lot of real moss. It was easier for me to just do it that way, and it's sheet moss. If you want to do little moss projects like that, your best bet is to get sheet moss, which is a flat moss. What they sell at Dollar Tree, and I know this because my parents own a foliage business and a garden shop, and so I know about plants, and I run the social media and stuff like that for my parents' garden shop and foliage business. So that's the only reason I really know about moss, but sheet moss is not really sold at Dollar Tree, but it is the easiest to work with if you're crafting. So if you can get your hands on some sheet moss, real or fake, I think they sell sheet moss at like Hobby Lobby and stuff like that, you're gonna have a little bit easier of a time working with it. However, if you can only spend $1 and you want to get the Dollar Tree kind, you can obviously use that, especially as like fillers and stuff. But if you're using it to try and make like a moss ball or and not even necessarily moss ball, but more flat things, it's gonna be easier if you use some sheet moss or something like sheet moss. My original intention was to have moss placemats underneath all the food in that area and stuff, but again, ran out of time and it didn't end up needing that anyways. I put a long garland on that table, and that was another thing. I got that from my parents. They also make wreaths and garlands, and they ship it all over for events, and they sell to Disney and all that stuff. So they're awesome at that. So I knew I could get some garlands, and that ended up looking really pretty right in front of the food area and stuff like that. We kind of went back and forth on what we were going to do for favors, but originally, my friend had wanted to do the warmers, the oil warmer, not oil warmers, wax warmers that are from Dollar Tree, and do them in white, and then get the wax from like Yankee Candle or something. But then I said to her, what about if we did succulents as the favors, since it's a garden party and succulents are cute and easy to, for the most part, keep alive. And she said that she wanted to originally, but they were too expensive. And I said, I can get them at a cheaper price because I can get them from my dad and his garden shop. So that's what we did. So I got these pots from Dollar Tree, and they are like, you know, a terracotta color. I hand painted all of them like a chalk with the chalk white paint, and I used these small ones for favors for kids, and then I got the bigger size at Dollar Tree as well and painted these as well. And then I just added some moss to the top of these and then put the succulent in there, and then I just tied a little what's it called, twine around there, and it said thank you, and on the back it said a little saying. I knew these would look pretty during the setup of the baby shower as decor, and then I thought these would be a great little gift to take home as a favor so you can watch it grow. And again, succulents are pretty hard to kill. They're my favorite, I have a few favorite plants, but succulents are definitely one of my favorite plants ever. Like, I have them all over my house, real and fake. I love succulents. Another thing that I used the moss for, you will see in the video, and I'll insert a clip of it of what it looked like, but I made a moss because her name is going to be Amelia. So I got one of the like cardboard, I think it's a cardboard, from Hobby Lobby, and then I covered that in moss. And I was going to add flowers to it. Again, that was something that was on my wish list. Like, if I had time, I wanted to add flowers, but I at least wanted to have it covered in moss so it fit like the garden. I just wanted everything to feel very green and gardeny, and I wanted to drape like vines everywhere, and my dad gave me vines that I could use. But again, the setup. So if you guys are gonna do a garden party and you want to like fully commit, give yourself a good amount of time. I can't have a team like working with me to decorate. I just have to be able to do it myself, so I need more time. But if you can like share your vision with someone, I can't. Like, it's in my head and I can't get it out, and I just would rather do it myself. But if you have someone that can help you with it, I think that getting some vines, real or fake, and kind of using them as like a garland or like a banner, I would say, I thought that would be really pretty to be able to do. And that was an original goal, and also a goal that I was going to try and do with the balloons is tie a vine around the bottom of the balloon string. Again, ran out of time. So I'm giving you guys some extra ideas that I just didn't get a chance to do, but I think would look really pretty. A lot of you left in the comments that you have a theme like this, a garden party that you wanted ideas for. So I'm here to give you some ideas, whether I used them or not, and I hope that they are helping you. So I found these really cool little letters at Hobby Lobby. If you can see that, it has little roses and it's white with the black. I thought these would be so pretty. I took like an old little canvas that Dollar Tree sells that had Sophia the First on it, a Disney princess if you're unfamiliar, if you don't have a little one. But I took that because she's kind of out of the Sophia phase. We still like her, but you know, we don't need Sophia wall art right now. So I took that, and then I took some hot glue and again glued the moss down onto that, and then I took these letters and spelled out Amelia Rose, her first and middle name, what will be her first and middle name. I thought it would be really pretty to use just somewhere else in the shower that says the baby's name, and it turned out really pretty, I think. Again, it wasn't perfect. It could have been a little bit better, but I thought it turned out good given my circumstances. I also incorporated some pictures of them just as a couple and her pregnant around in there in the shower, just to add to like, you're here because of these two and there's a baby in there, you know, to give it that baby shower theme. I always love adding whatever kind of event, whether it's a birthday party or whatever, getting a couple frames, little frames, and just putting pictures of that person or the couple or whatever is an easy way to decorate. Pair it with a flower, super easy way to decorate for an event, add some extra decor. So that is it pretty much for all of the DIY kind of things that I did for the shower. Like I said, I have footage of the shower all set up, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, just stay tuned. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it though. I hope you guys found this helpful. Let me know down below what's your favorite thing from the shower. I would love to see what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I would love for you to subscribe if you're new. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video, and I hope you enjoy the little tour of the baby shower. Bye.